Yeah.
You're Barbie size. We're going to the bathroom every hour, every half hour, a lot.
Little Josh has had a double dip.
Thank you. 7:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy, a quick update on the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. We have a dense fog advisory until 9 a.m. Fair skies right now, 56 degrees. Later, we'll see some sunshine all the way up to almost 80 degrees. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms, high 74. And then a big change coming on Saturday.
For you?
With highs only in the 50s.
Oh,
For me?
Christy,
No, I don't think so.
Just lean over that way, Christy. God, did you deserve that?
Oh, gosh.
Don't forget
like
tonight.
you hit her.
Excuse me, I'm talking.
Okay.
My Indie TV 23 tonight at 11:30. It's a show called Bob and Tom Tonight.
Oh.
That felt pretty good. Christy, can you just move your head just a little bit to the right?
Right here?
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks very much.
Right.
My shoulder. See, it sounded once again like you shot Christy.
Next time it's the skull, my friend.
The clavicle.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, during the break, we've been dealing with a lot of whining from Josh over there.
Talk about an uptown problem.
Oh,
I'm just looking
just a second here. Let me do some introductions. It's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair occupied by Josh Arnold. God, unbelievable. Let's see, there's Chick, there's Christy. You wouldn't hear Christy whining like that.
Oh, yeah, you would.
What happened?
I'll tell you in a second. Christy is at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. There's Patty G, Willie G. I'm Thomas, graduate of Mrs. Batzer's dancing school.
I love that so much. I do too.
I hope somebody out there that else went there.
Wouldn't that be great to hear from them?
Well, every once in a while, I'll talk about something and I'll get a letter.
Yeah.
I talked about my camp. I went to a different camp than Willie, and I hear from guys that went to Camp Hayowenta on Torch Lake all the time.
Please.
On Torch Lake, no less.
Made up.
That had to have been gorgeous.
Most beautiful lake in the entire country.
In the world.
A comedian buddy of mine went to Camp Hayowenta, and when he told me, I could not believe it. A guy in Chicago. Yeah.
Yesterday, Willie got a letter from
it was from someone
a woman that works in a different state with the guy that I got my first golden retriever from. Like, talk about a small world.
Yeah.
Did your dad have a dog named Elvis? And his chick will tell you, Elvis, the greatest golden retriever ever, along with Mrs. Gibbs. Mrs. Gibbs.
They're both dead, right?
Yeah, they're both dead.
Well, mine, it's unexplained death. But,
So is that where we're going?
I just wanted to ask if they were
Okay.
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
mysterious circumstances.
Now,
I leave the house.
Talking about
Dog
So
is up
during
there.
the break, I walk in here and Josh is whining
Well, I'm
because
asking.
I have made arrangements for.
You've made arrangements.
This is not true at all. He gave me her phone number.
Yes, I made arrangements for Josh to find someone to come clean his house.
Right, I talked about how my shower was in pretty rough shape. And
I couldn't stand the whining. I said, why don't we have Erica go clean?
You gave him a phone number. You didn't arrange for anything.
Right, so he got me the number. I call, or she, actually, you know what? She got in touch with me before I could even call her. She had heard, and she said, hey.
On my phone, I can do share contact.
Oh, well.
Do you think that's
And
just
I
like...
figured that with all the whining I was getting from Josh, if I gave her the number, she'd probably get a hold of you. And she did.
She did.
Because she is proactive.
She's very proactive.
You've been stalling on this, your shower, which is like a petri dish for some Spirocheat festival.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's...
She's going to have to go in there with a hazmat suit and a chisel to get all the
she's got her work
jizzle, if you will, off of the...
Jizzle and chisel.
And that's
right.
what my concern is I don't...
You don't like someone in your house when you're not there?
I'm uncomfortable. Today's the first day that she's going to be cleaning the house, and I'm a little uncomfortable.
What is she going to do? Did you warn her about any of the dummies? And did you have various like puppets at your house?
Oh, no, none of that will be. I have an office where those are, and she does not have to go in there.
Did you tell her that?
I will. Yeah, I will.
Did you clean before she got there?
See, I started to, and I went, what am I doing?
I do.
But I also am embarrassed by, like, my bathroom mirror. It's mostly toothpaste.
I'll bet it is.
She'll clean it.
Toothpaste. That's not.
Oh, right
Yeah,
on the mirror.
he likes to stand in front of a mirror.
Take that, Josh, I yell.
Yeah, Josh is singing. I've got rhythm. This is Crest toothpaste.
And then, she has to sweep up my leg hair on the bathroom floor.
Why is your leg hair?
My legs shed like...
I'm sorry? Shaving or something.
My legs shed.
Okay.
Like a...
No, did you stop? Is there like a Maginot line of shaving when you get down there?
On my legs?
Yeah.
No, I don't shave my legs.
He said they shed. Do you not listen?
No, he doesn't listen.
No.
God.
He hears what he wants to hear.
Yep.
Right now, he just heard me say cupcakes and porn.
That's exactly what he hears.
Cupcakes and porno.
I've always been fascinated by people who tidy up their house before the house cleaner comes over, or tidy up their hotel room before the...
I do
Right.
that.
A lot of folks do that, yeah.
I think
do
it's
that.
it's kind of standard. I think that's what you want to make sure. For instance, if you were to deposit anything in a tissue or a Kleenex, they can deal with that if it's in the small trash can, but don't leave it on the counter for him. Don't leave it on the table for him.
No.
I know a guy, you know Andy. Andrew, when he goes to a hotel, he's a touring musician. He will tip the maid to not clean the room and then get a key to the cleaning area so he can do it himself.
Oh my God.
Well, that's, that's a whole other...
Yeah.
That's a,
Yeah, he's
he's
Yeah,
OCD,
yeah. He's-
but that's another thing.
I'm pretty sure he's just doing that to avoid getting a smoking fee, though.
let's not,
So you do know Andy.
You know, Andy.
not
Yeah.
throw him under the bus, you're right.
So, yeah, I'm a little nervous. I mean, it's just, I don't want to be, she has to judge some things.
Of
right?
course she does.
Yeah.
She's good. She did My Place Wednesday.
And,
So there, now, first of all, there you go. So
Wait a minute.
She's cleaned Godwin's place.
Yeah, Willie's place.
Therefore, she's
You've
obviously
got house cleaning money? Come on.
Did he pay for it?
Is that none of your business?
I'll tell you this, I am paying for my own house.
I know you are,
Yeah.
but...
All
I
right,
am
Pat
too.
didn't.
I am.
No way.
I am, actually.
This is an outrage.
It's fine. I'm making $22,500 a year. Look, here's the deal.
That's each and every year.
no. Wait a minute. That's not. You got to take out the taxes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No,
By the way, do you guys tip Josh after every show? I give him about $20 after I go.
Yes,
Good
you
job
do
today.
tip me after every show.
Yeah, as I understand, it's traditional.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, if you ruin this for me.
No, see, why are you nervous? This woman is not going to be going through. I can only
And also,
imagine.
what if I pay-
What is in your drawers?
She's not going to go through your drawers.
Of course she is.
I asked
No,
her to go
she's
through mine.
not.
What's in the? Do you have a bedstand, if you will,
Yeah, I have like three of them. I have a dresser, and then I have two nightstands
on either side of the bed? Is there anything unusual in them that you'd be ashamed of or embarrassed by?
Now, in my tall dresser, there is what I call my Dr. Sadie Allison drawer.
Mm-hmm.
She comes in every now and again to this show, and she teaches us about
Oh, she has these so-called
marital aids.
Marital
Yes.
aids. That
Yeah,
sort of thing.
and she's given me quite a few, and they are in a drawer of them.
And I shall know which drawer that is, obviously, because you have the 220 line hooked up to the side of the bureau, so you can keep the intruder 9,000 charged.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
And then there's the drum of lubricant with the pump top.
No, I need the friction. You know that.
Okay, I'm sure she's used to all this.
So she's going to be, yeah. But I've also, tell me if I'm being a total monster here.
Go ahead.
I have, there are like 3 things that need cleaning that aren't very obvious, and I'm not going to tell her about them. I want to see if she gets to them.
Oh.
It's a test. I'm sort of testing.
Quality control. I like it.
Right.
No. Tell her. Tell her
Now
what
she's
your
probably
needs are.
hearing this, and she's going to go, oh, my
I
God.
hope so. I hope she is.
I mean, are you like in the movie where the lady walks in, brings a step ladder, puts on a white glove, and climbs above the oven and sticks her hand? Oh, look at this. There's dirt here.
Wait a minute, you're not
clean
supposed
or
to do
not?
that?
No.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to walk through the house afterwards and go, I see you missed.
No.
Well, no, it's tricky to clean the oven. What I do, I turn it on, let it preheat, stick my head in there, and then I just start scrubbing. Yeah.
If it's gas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
of course.
You'll be fine. Just tell her what you want done.
I want her to be as nervous as I am about it.
Why?
I don't
She's
know.
very relaxed, very nice, very sweet.
You're going to be okay.
I'm going to have to leave.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to go, hey, look, here's all the cleaner. I'm out.
Oh, yeah, I can't stay there either.
Oh, boy.
Where are you going to go?
I might just sit in my car.
You know what, Josh?
What I do.
I find
Absolutely what I do.
I wish that I was productive and hardworking as I pretended to be when somebody was doing something in my house.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody's over there, I had some guys putting together my bed frame. I'm just typing away like I'm working really hard. I'm doing nothing.
You're exactly
You
right.
can't just sit on the couch and stare like
Yes.
you normally do.
Anytime a tradesman comes over or whatever, I'm, oh, man.
Just looking at these spreadsheets over here. I'm just typing in 42069 over again on Excel.
Yeah. I'm just
Hilarious.
You don't know about the spreadsheets.
oh, boy. The spreadsheet's going to get done. I try to do manly things when I think there are manlier men in my house.
So what kind of manly things do you do?
Oh, I got to go in the garage and I got to make sure all the. That's right.
Charge your sex toys.
I just got to unfold this ladder. Yep, okay, still unfold.
Got to get up in my attic, check out some stuff.
Sometimes I'll mess around with my lures. I'll like just take one off of a pole that it does, and then just switch them out.
Retie it.
Yeah, excuse me.
I need to go do my.
Tying some flies with your delicate fingers.
Real nice.
Could you excuse me for a minute? I'm going to go to the garage, do some curls with Miller High Life kegs.
Do you go right home if they're cleaning your house?
Pardon me?
Do you go right? I mean, you go walk around while they're in the house cleaning?
Sure.
Boy, I don't.
And part of me, I went, all right, I can sit on my porch and read.
No.
And I went, no, I can't. I'm not going to be able to focus knowing that somebody's in there doing what I should be doing.
Sure. Are you afraid they're going to find something?
No, I'm not afraid of that.
I'm with you on that. It makes you feel guilty.
Where
I
is
guess I do feel a little guilty.
Where's your Friday the 13th or Halloween mannequin? Is it in a closet or something?
Jason, the mannequin is Jason. It's in my shed. It's my security. My shed security.
Full size?
Oh yeah. If you open my shed, you'll scream. Where's Jason's standing right there?
Is he holding a knife?
No, he's just standing there.
Yeah, it's enough. He's in the mask.
Chucky and Tiffany, Chucky's bride,
Yes.
Of course.
they are in my office.
Okay.
Okay, well, good. Well, we'll get a full report tomorrow.
Yes, yeah.
What time is she arriving?
Today, right after
the show?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, of course.
So you got to find something to do after the show.
She said she has to clean Willie's place, and then we'll come over to mine.
How nice.
Pat Godwin has someone who cleans his house.
Yeah, I can't believe
every
that.
couple weeks.
I can't get over it.
Well, think about it.
You're such a
He's got
good
there
friend,
and there
Tom.
and
It's not that.
Jimmy there. And
He is a good friend.
Cost me
imagine
$300.
Hellacious.
$300?
I don't know.
Feces from one end of the house to the other.
When we come back,
You're getting
I believe we have Al Jackson next hour. Oh, and a little bit of Dick Hitswater and Tim Cavanaugh all coming, and Parrots in the news.
And can I make the housekeeper wear whatever I want her to wear?
She's your employee.
Yeah. I can give you a good lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Erica, this is odd. I need you to wear a denim shirt and a Columbia hat.
Ooh, that's
Call me Dave, all right? Just call me Dave.
That's just kinky. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Check out the Bob and Tom Show app and let your voice be heard. Our contact info is right there.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, Dr. Will Miller, one of my favorites all time. Thank you very much for joining us here on a Thursday, the 22nd of October, 2020. Yes, we are here live, socially distanced. West Coast Mountain correspondent Al Jackson going to be zooming his way in. Now an author as well. He's got a new children's book out, Where is Baby Ford? It's available at aljacksonlive.com. Portions of the proceeds of that book benefit the Firefly Autism School in Lakewood, Colorado. So pretty cool. Al Jackson going to be joining us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7 coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump and Democratic challenger Joe Biden are set to square off in their final debate tonight. It's one of the last high-profile opportunities for the president to change the trajectory of an increasingly contentious campaign. Some Trump advisors are urging him to trade his aggressive demeanor for a lower-key style, hoping Biden will get himself in trouble with verbal gaffes. There were supposed to be 3 debates, but the second canceled after Trump got COVID-19, then objected to the resulting revised format. The debate begins at 9 p.m. Eastern. A trio of space travelers has safely returned to Earth after a 6-month mission on the International Space Station. A Soyuz capsule carrying NASA astronaut Chris Cassidy and cosmonauts Anatoly Ivanishin and Ivan Wagner landed in Kazakhstan this morning. After a medical checkup, they'll head home as part of additional precautions due to the coronavirus. Members of the Russian rescue team meeting the crew were tested for the virus, and a number of people involved in the recovery effort was limited. The 3 had lived on the space station since April. And the Westminster Kennel Club has announced they will be outdoors at an estate about 25 miles north of Manhattan on June 12th and 13th of 2021 because of the pandemic. The shift to Lyndhurst site along the Hudson River will mark the first time in more than 100 years that the Best in Show at Westminster has not been awarded at Madison Square Garden. In 1920, the top prize was handed out at Grand Central Palace in New York. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
What you may not know are things about my opponents that I think are important to be aware of. For instance, did you know my opponents support taxes to help pay for things like roads and schools? No, thank you. Also, they both have wives. That means they'll be too busy dealing with those to focus on their presidentious duties. Not me. My wife took off years ago.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Church league softball fist fight, getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with the
5. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you, legendary voice of Ace Cosby. He Ace is a man, and so is Josh. Josh, you are the man. What do you got over there?
Well, that's very nice of you. Well, here's what I want to tell you about these NFL bets that you can make. They're so fun. They're same-game parlays on FanDuel Sportsbook. You're going to have a great time with them, and they're simple. Just combine multiple bets from one game into a single parlay. This way, the payouts are even bigger when you win, and FanDuel will refund the first same-game parlay you lose on any NFL game each week up to $10. That means you can bet a different parlay risk-free every NFL week all season long. FanDuel, they're the only sportsbook app that have same-game parlay bets. So download the FanDuel app. Use promo code WFBQ when you sign up so they know that we sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code WFBQ. You must be 21 or older and present in Indiana. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $10. Terms do apply. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Otherwise, enjoy FanDuel Sportsbook with promo code WFBQ. Some of these some of this stuff might sound intimidating. It's not. It's
fun.
really
Have some fun.
Yes.
Watch the game. It's a lot more fun, I think.
It sure is.
Crystal Lee, a quick forecast?
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We have a dense fog advisory till 9 a.m. Then sunshine 78, fog 56 right now.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We got a win bag for a win bag coming up. Very exciting. Let's see. No, there's Josh. There's a chick. Ace. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day, of course. Patty G getting ready to shave. Willie G playing the air bass. This is Tom speaking. Did I mention that? And Christy Lee, of course, at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. We got windbagged on the... There was I forget the origin of the story this morning. Something about Zozo or Zoso in sports, some historic thing.
It had something to do with golf. That's all I remember.
And I that's right. That was a golf tournament called the Zozo.
Okay.
And I mentioned that it was not the title of a Led Zeppelin album. Then we got windbagged. It's not the title.
It was Zozo with two Z's, and then I knew it was Z-O-S-O. I think everybody knows that.
Yeah, well, then I got to think.
You were being funny, though.
Right. And then Spike said, no, that's not the name of the album.
Right.
Well, someone here has taken Chris from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, has taken a photograph of his copy of that album. And indeed, above the words Led Zeppelin does say Z-O-S-O. So, who knows? The Led Zeppelin was famous for having a song title that doesn't match the song.
Oh, yes.
And that sort of thing. Little China white hair will make you do that sort of thing, I guess. And then he entitles it "Dear Idiot Listener Spike." Now don't
do that.
Spike's our new vice president.
Listeners,
you're both just being windbags. This is what it's all about.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we have a lot to get to today. Coming up, of course, our good friend comedian Al Jackson, comedian Tim Cavanaugh will be joining us a little bit later on the Zoom. I'm guessing. Right. Oh, I was going to say Christy, but
hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Douglas Fir. And this
a little early, but
is
all right.
Some other news. Well, a London auction house is set to sell nearly 1,000 pieces of movie memorabilia, including boots worn by Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, the bomber jacket worn by Tom Cruise in Top Gun, and the captain's hat worn by Johnny Depp in the Pirates of the Caribbean. Either one-of-a-kind collectibles up for grabs include Mark Wahlberg's fake wiener from Boogie Nights, Marlon Brando's miniature man clone from the island of Dr. Moreau, and from the movie Cats, Dame Judi Dench's prosthetic feline anus.
Come on, there's a collectible. Dame, you can have fun with that.
Well,
Warren, come here.
Fit in on that. A Maryland woman has accomplished one of her bucket list items by skydiving at the ripe old age of 102. She successfully made the tandem parachute jump as family, friends, and town officials watched in awe from below. Sadly, the woman's grandson does not get to scratch off one of his bucket list items, watching Grandma plunge to her death and leaving him a fat inheritance.
Oh, my gosh. That's horrible.
Oh, my God. A little rough.
Wow.
Yeah.
On a science note, conservationists have found a rare white sea turtle on a South Carolina beach. Other unique species discovered recently include a blue lobster, a pink seagull, and a black Dave Matthews Band fan.
Oh, wow.
Very rare.
Those are rare.
Yeah, very. Be on the lookout for bears. A man named Matt Beat was napping outside his home in Greenfield, Massachusetts, when a black bear wandered into his backyard. His Ring camera caught the bear checking out the temperature of the pool before slowly walking up to Mr. Beat sleeping in a chair. The bear sniffed and pawed at Beat's feet, waking him up. Startled by Mr. Beat sitting up on his chair, the bear took off running. Well, the bear did not eat Mr. Beat. He would have, but he wanted to go swimming, and he didn't want to wait 30 minutes before jumping in the pool.
Certainly.
Here.
That's smart.
Yeah, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Douglas Fir, and this has been Some Other News.
Thank you very much, Steve. Now, coming up, we're going to be doing a little shaving with Mr. Godwin. Pat has decided he'd like to have a pencil-thin mustache.
No, I didn't decide I want it. I want the
Pat
cash.
decided that.
But you're a guy that can grow a beard pretty quickly. And we were just thinking it'd be a lot of fun since you're kind of out there looking. Right now, you're not attached to any woman. Perhaps maybe if you changed your look a little bit and went with the pencil-thin mustache, dyed jet black, that might get one of those, what do you call them that live in your apartment complex?
Women. Warm women.
Yeah, at this point.
But you live in what's it called, like a singles?
It seems like a very young singles place. Josh
singles place.
Lived there before me.
Yeah.
How would you describe the atmosphere there, Josh?
Well, it's not so much an apartment complex as it is an apartment simplex.
It's pretty wild.
The herpes triangle. They used to call that area. And that's all coming up, by the way. In the meantime, Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. What have you got?
Well, on that note, the Norwegian health minister is discouraging people from having one-night stands during the pandemic. 16% of Norwegians between the ages of 20 to 25 admitted to breaking coronavirus guidelines by having a one-night stand. Minister of Health, Mr. Bent Hoy, H, funny looking 0 or O and an IE.
I love that name, Bent.
Bent?
Famous chess player Bent Larson.
Is it B-E-N-G-T or something? Isn't there always like a stray consonant in there?
This is B-E-N-T. But it's the funny O that the Norwegians use. I'm going to say Hoy.
I wonder if they know what that means over there.
That's short for Bentamin.
Oh, is it really?
Benjamin. The Minister of Health said sex is important, and I understand it's difficult for people without a steady partner, but engaging in casual encounters risks increasing the spread of the virus. His warning comes as coronavirus infections are increasing among young people in Norway.
Now, Pat, don't you have a song about this?
Well, Norwegian Wood, the Beatles song, is actually about a one-night stand, so that's got to be changed now. So let's change that up a little bit. Okay.
Saw a girl, met her online. She texted me. She sent me her boobs. They look so good. Man, I got wood. She told me I couldn't come over because of COVID-19. But we can hook up when they come up with a vaccine. On my bed, stared at her boobs, got out the lube. You know, it's never as good playing with your own Norwegian wood. Thank you very much on behalf of the group. I hope we passed the audition.
That is so nice. Thank you, Pat. Wow. Yikes. I guess that's the reality as the second wave hits Europe right now.
How are these people so selfish, and how are they finding people to have sex with them? Gosh, I'm jealous of them. Oh, boy.
Yeah, right.
There's Norway to tell.
Oh, come on.
I liked it.
We got a real quick win bag. This is an easy one. Comes to us from Jim Compton. Private Eye. Jim
Friends
says,
call him Jim.
Dear idiots.
Yes.
Yep, there we go.
Check.
You told us there was a new jumping jacks world record, but never told us what the record was.
I know. I asked that.
Sorry.
Yeah, what was
that not in the
I
story?
asked and nobody said anything.
Can we guess?
How many jumping jacks did he do?
It was it was for 30 seconds, right? I think it was.
I don't know.
Chick, do you remember the record?
It's not in the story, dude, and you wrote it.
Sorry.
Okay, back to you.
Okay, sorry.
Next.
Let's call it Clean 100.
I'll have to dig up the story again. I think it was something like 68 and 30 seconds.
There you go.
Oh, well, that would have been important to put in the story.
Well, no, the important part was if you see a picture of the guy, it looks like he's about to take off the ground. And
Don't we make enough mistakes here without someone pointing them out?
No joke. I hate this windbag thing.
Oh, no.
I hate this.
Uh-oh.
Always calling us
Get her.
idiots.
Get her, windbags. Get her.
Oh.
You shouldn't have done that. Now you're going to get windbagged.
I get windbagged every day. Okay. I understand.
Okay, well, no.
Nobody's perfect.
So I inadvertently edited that out of the story, huh?
Yeah.
That's because I was so taken by the fact that the guy looked like he was going to just fly away.
He looks kind of like a guy having like a bad trip at a Grateful Dead concert, just kind of just like running and jumping around.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Yeah, and the story it's actually really kind of sad. So,
what?
Oh, what happened? What? Did he die doing it?
No, he didn't die.
Oh,
what? Does he have some horrible?
No.
Oh, yeah. Simon Idio earned a title after performing 68 jumping jacks.
There you go.
In 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does say 36. There you go.
Yeah, let's just...
Let's leave it at that.
Use that handout.
Okay, we'll leave it right there.
I probably read it in the store.
Before it gets too sad.
If it had been in there.
Coming up, we're going to talk with our good friend, comedian Al Jackson. Also, comedian Tim Cavanaugh coming up today. We have some fascinating stuff in the world of news, including sorry.
Cute? I like those cuties, don't you?
Because I'm talking about Quibi, which starts with that same sound.
Yeah.
You are so excited that went out of business.
Yes, he is.
There are two of you over there because you're beside yourself. It's unbelievable.
I have a question. When will I be able to watch the Reno 911 thing?
Exactly.
That's on Quibi, not on Quibi.
Where is that going to be available? That's the only reason I got it.
I know. There are only 9,000 channels on your cable. I'm sure that you can find one.
Who has cable?
Hey, there's no need to be snotty, Grandpa, okay? And she's right. We don't have cable. Cable.
Back in my day, all the channels were letters.
Cable. Wi-Fi. Try Wi-Fi.
Okay, whatever.
Stream.
I'm just saying.
Why get it correct?
Okay, Quibi, R.I.P. We'll get to that coming up.
There he is, back to it.
Yeah.
Some of us don't have Wi-Fi.
I tried. I do want to remind you that we all get a good night's sleep. Thank you very much. It's the sleep number bed. Christy Lee, what's your sleep number setting?
35.
That's marshmallow like Chip McGee.
100 for a mattress, Tom.
It's like a slate pool table.
Oh, yeah.
With a sleep number bed at the touch of a button, you can make it go the way you want. And now something new. Sleep Number did a lot of research, of course, and they found that more than 80% of couples are either too hot or too cold. That's why the new Sleep Number 360 smart bed creates your own personal microclimate so you can have it the right temperature. Another way to make sure that you get some blissful sleep. A lot of great ideas from Sleep Number to help you get sleep. It's so important right now to keep your immune system functioning as you want it to be. Get plenty of sleep, and the Sleep Number bed is by far the best way. The new temperature balancing Sleep Number 360 smart bed is available for a limited time with a savings of $1,000. That's the new 360 smart bed plus smart adjustable base. Also, you can get one that has the thing that goes raise lower in the back.
Nice.
Or in the front. So you can have your feet up or you can have your neck up.
That would be the adjustable base.
Thank you very much. That's why they call it that, Josh. And it's also adjustable so that, Josh, you're on one side of the bed.
Yeah.
And you can have it, what's your sleep number setting?
65. Yeah.
And then someone on the other side of the bed could have it, say, Christie's level.
35.
35. So, or they could have it, you could have the Chick and Christie bed, which would be super firm on one side, not so firm on the other.
That's why people get this. Happy life. Happy bed, happy life.
Everybody's happy.
Doesn't rhyme.
It's the only one that does that. Go to your Sleep Number store. Find one by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, comedian Al Jackson. We've got some NASA news. We've got some bird news and a really cool story about a silver dollar.
Oh.
I've got one more silver dollar. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, in case you missed today's show, we'll have a replay for you coming up today at 1 p.m. Eastern. We call it Bob and Tom's All Day Replay, hosted by Christopher. Why all day? Well, we replay today's show back to back and then again back to back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Pearl Jam's celebrating its 30th anniversary of their first concert at a club in Seattle when they were still called Mookie Blaylock. That anniversary today. Pearl Jam still pushing ahead with preparations for concerts to support their Gigaton album, even though the pandemic put their tour plans on hold. Carrie Underwood already had the most CMT Music Awards of any artist. Now she needs room for more. She picked up 2 more CMT awards last night for Video of the Year and Female Video of the Year for the song Drinking Alone. Meanwhile, Gwen Stefani won her first CMT Music Award for Collaborative Video of the Year for her duet with Blake Shelton on Nobody But You. And a lot of people used their time in the pandemic lockdown to finish projects they never got around to doing. Add Paul McCartney to that list. He said he had a lot of songs he did not have time to finish, so he polished them up for his own amusement, not thinking he would release them, but the result is an album called McCartney 3. Like his McCartney album in 1970 and his McCartney 2 album from 1980, McCartney played all the instruments himself. It'll come out digitally on CD and on vinyl December 11th. For you hardcore fans, there will be a limited 333 vinyl edition made of recycled vinyl copies of the McCartney and McCartney 2 albums. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Tim Kavanaugh. Oh, I love this song.
It's a little bit of a drinking song.
I love
Here
this
we go.
song.
There was a dog who had a farmer who would drink all weekend. B-I-N-G-E. 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 He drinks.
8:22 on the button at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Chrissy's got a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. We have a dense fog advisory till 9 a.m. Continuing with the fog and 56 degrees. Partly cloudy and sunshine later. High 78.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you very much. Let's see now. Ace is over there. It's almost time for the Ace Cosby joke of the day. There's Chick. There's Josh. There's Christy Lee. Check that again. And Christy's still there.
I'm here.
Pat Godwin getting ready for the shaving episode. We got a camera set up in the bathroom so we can start trimming back get that pencil-thin mustache up and running.
Well, the color has to stay on it for 40 minutes or so.
Oh, for God's sake, you better get on there.
Can we pick things up because they've got the men's room cordoned off here?
Yeah, I had to go back in the back.
Okay.
I don't know
look
what
at
has
that.
to do with her. She's a ladies' room user, but still.
Okay. Yeah,
Somebody was in the ladies' room.
Well,
we have changed them at the request of feminists everywhere to unisex bathrooms. You're welcome to go wherever you want. Let's see now.
I'd like to go on top of your head. How about that? Is that okay?
Why you do the Charles?
That really says more about me than it says about you.
That's right.
I look around the room and I see Ace, I see Chick, I see Willie G, and then on the big screen I see Pat Godwin, and then to Pat's right on the big screen I see Al Jackson. Al, as you can see, I have a new tool. I don't know if you can see. I have a conductor's. What is this called?
Baton?
A baton that my son Willie gave me. So
a rich people stick.
Yeah.
So I can sort of conduct.
Right.
Which I really enjoy.
No, it's not sort of. You were conducting.
Chick, you're not. I didn't
I'm
get
sorry, you didn't conduct. I wish he was kidding.
Al, how are you, sir? Al, can you hear me?
I'm
okay?
good. I feel like you're kind of hating on unisex bathrooms. They are the gold standard for comedians on the road that have to go number 2. Finding a unisex bathroom is a big deal.
We kind of have them unisexed here because there's only 2 in our little building, so that's what's going on here. But we have one cordoned off because we're going to be doing some shaving with Mr. Godwin. We're going to give him a pencil thin mustache, and we talked about this earlier. You kind of have the pencil thin thing going. You just you sort of shave
a little bit. This is as thick as it gets, though.
Now, do you have to shave it from the top of the thing up to your, what's this called, philtrum? What's this thing called? What's this thing called between your nostrils?
Sure. It's something like that. I forget. Fulcrum.
Face taint?
No, not fulcrum.
Face taint. That's in the middle of
It is not fulcrum.
Fulcrum's the middle of a teeter.
He's a science teacher. Fulcrum is a physics term.
Oh, sorry.
Absolutely a fulcrum.
Isn't it philtrum or something?
I don't know.
It is
He's
philtrum.
looking it up.
Do you have to take a razor and just shave that little
Am I invisible?
part between the nostrils and the top of your mustache?
Yeah, because I'm 43, and if not, it'll connect to the nose hairs, like legit.
Ooh.
So it's a precaution.
Okay. All right. Now, when did you first grow facial hair?
It's like 12 or 13, I think, was the first time that I started to get a little bit of hair there, but I can never grow the mustache thick. I'm jealous of your ability to grow that 80s cop mustache. You need to be on a bike in LA.
Yeah. I think the best mustaches in this room would be Josh and Pat Godwin. Certainly have the furriest of mustaches.
Oh yeah.
Now we're going to move forward here. We have a little bit of a delay in our circuit today, so Al, I'm going to let you. I'll conduct you and let you take over. What do you have in the realm of my language lesson today?
Tom, what does the phrase "big yikes"? When would you use that?
Big yikes.
Big yikes. Would that be when you're something is really awful and you go, yeah, big yikes? That is rough. So, am I close?
Tom, you're kicking it off 1 for 1. You would kind of leave that if something was embarrassing. You'd leave that on Instagram or something like if somebody fell down the steps of the red carpet, you would just leave the comment "big yikes." So
Jeffrey Toobin. This would be Jeffrey Toobin's week for big yikes. Yeah. Caught masturbating on a Zoom call with the staff of the New Yorker.
Right.
Yikes.
You could make the argument that that's the biggest yikes in internet history, and that's saying.
That was a rough one. Okay, good. So I'm 1 for 1. That's great. Let's go. Move on, please.
Tom, what would it mean if I told you had a fire fit?
Okay, now I have a fire pit at my house.
Very nice.
Let's see, a fire fit.
Fire.
I assume it means really, really angry.
Red hot.
Yeah.
No. Any other guesses?
Willie, you got this one?
Well, I was just kind of pointing to what I was wearing, trying to give you a hint, thinking of
Madras.
Madras.
Is fit short for outfit, Al?
It is, sir. You are on the right track.
So does that mean you're wearing red clothes?
Oh, wait a minute, because fire has kind of replaced that hot. You look
hot. That's a hot outfit.
Fire has kind of come in and replaced hot. So that's
so one of your lady friends, Al, would be. Oh man, she's having a fire fit. Yikes. No, wait a minute.
It would be more like,
not at all.
Baby, that dress on you is a fire fit.
Yeah.
Is that right? Does that work, Al?
That's it. And the way Josh said it, kind of turned me on, which is a little bit weird.
That's always my goal when I talk to you.
So again, use it in a sentence. I'm a little confused, Al. Use it for me, will you?
Dude, you know, usually just I see you dressed down at work all the time. You know, we just wear these onesies working in this factory, but you showed up to the club on Friday with that fire fit, dog.
Yeah.
Boy.
Her name is Doug?
Dog.
Oh, sorry. Oh, now we're doing that guy from...
You're especially you're extra irritating today. I don't know what it is, but
Something's in the coffee.
Who was that guy on that singing show that called everybody Dog?
Randy Jackson.
Randy Jackson, yeah, on what was that?
American Idol.
American Idol. Everybody was Dog. I thought, weren't the ladies insulted?
Tom, I have a question about that. You are in mainstream radio, so you can answer this. Could he copyright Dog? Because didn't Taylor Swift copyright 1984 or something? Like, how do you copyright a phrase that's your signature phrase, but has been around before you were here and people were using? So I can't say it now?
Did Donald Trump successfully copyright "You're Fired"?
I don't know.
I know there was an attempt.
And there wasn't that three-peat, wasn't that?
Three-peat, I believe, is owned
Pat
by...
Riley has
Pat
that.
Riley, right?
Yeah, I think the word dog, I don't think you could copyright a single... It's just a single word. That would be very odd.
Well, Tom Brady, he trademarked Tampa Bay and Tampa Brady.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
But that's very specific, whereas the word dog has been around for a long time. I don't know. But do you actually use that in conversation, Al? Would you say to one of your friends, hey, that's a really nice fire outfit you've got, dog?
Fire
I would say fit.
Fire outfit. Yeah.
My God.
This really
By the way,
isn't
Tom,
working
can I
on
just
you
say
at
that
all.
Willie is dressed like a guy that lives in Connecticut that made it. And
Yeah. And he's relaxing. Yeah.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers, Albert.
Yeah, Willie is very preppy today.
He really is.
That's not your usual look.
No, it became fall. I have two jackets, one sort of a Mr. Rogers jacket and one sort of a cool guy jacket. And I'm just taking it a day at a time, figuring out who I am.
Maybe tomorrow we could be preppy day. We all dress preppy.
Love it.
Oh, Willie, how would you describe your look? Like if somebody was like, what's your style?
I don't know. I dress pretty simple. Honestly, I have a lot of trouble finding clothes that fit me, so I kind of just find a thing and I stick with it.
Oh,
I would say Senator's drunk son.
Yeah, this sweater says that I know which fork to eat with first, and I also know the number of a cocaine dealer. I get it.
The caption on the photo is...
I think you nailed it.
No comment on the charges.
Now, Al, how do you dress? How would you describe it?
I almost would say I'm borderline eccentric when I'm not at work. I like wearing onesies out in public. I have ascots. Yes. I like wearing ridiculous stuff in public. Like, see, because I was looking at Christy and I would say she's casually fly.
Okay.
Like she doesn't look like she like spins. She doesn't overdo like putting her outfit together, but she always looks super dope. It's like a casualness to it. It matches her personality.
You're not close enough. Today she's casually Sahara. She's got the outback.
Yeah, she looks like she's about to do a Mutual of Omaha thing where they go chase a rhino.
Fine with me.
Well, Jim chases
she
the
is
rhino.
allowed to be as romancing the stone as she wants to be.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, Al, when you're on stage, I've seen you many times. Well, I know now you can't be on stage much, but if in normal times, are you going with the suit, the coat and tie? What's the latest iteration?
No, you know what, man? I really, first of all, it's just easier to pack, if you want to be completely honest. I think Louis C.K. eventually did this. I just go with either the black sweatshirt or the black T-shirt and jeans. I kind of want, and just like kind of have a nice watch on and a nice pair of shoes, but it just, that way you don't have to think about it. You have to worry about pit stains, which I don't know, that's a thing. Like sometimes when you're on stage for an hour, like you look and you're like, oh, I have pitted this shirt all the way out.
Tom's looking right now to see if he has pit stains.
I got a little something going on right now here.
Oh, how about that? Well, you're working hard. Yeah.
Al, I was just telling these guys when I started hosting at comedy clubs, I bring a shirt and I take it off when the feature goes up and I take it off when the headliner goes up because I get so worried about pitting out up there.
Yeah.
I don't
and you
pit
can
out.
feel people looking at it. You can feel the audience like, look at his pits.
Of all of us, I would think probably, if people put money on who's going to pit out, it would be me, and I don't.
Huh.
Well, you guys do often underestimate how fat and gross I am, and I would like you to.
Stop. You are not fat.
I never
You
underestimate.
haven't checked my Twitter lately.
Al, we have time for one more phrase. I'm doing okay so far.
Tom, you're doing great. Let's just bring this home, Tom. Let's focus and knock this out, brother. Now, Tom, if I hit you up and I send you a text and I say, Tom, I know you heard me on that other radio show. That wasn't a subliminal. What did I mean by that?
Wow. So you were on a different show than ours. It wasn't, you weren't trying deliberately to upset me. Is that what that means?
You know what, Tom? Because you're killing it today, I'll take it. A subliminal, you hear it a lot in rap, and Willie can tell you this. You can kind of say something about somebody without saying it. So if I was like on the other show, hey, finally I get a chance to do a show where I don't have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. You know, it's like I didn't say your name, but it's a little. Remember in what was it, Goodfellas? You disrespected him a little bit. A little bit.
I see. Okay. I'm not sure.
So, Tom, I need you to use it in a sentence, bro.
That's what I was just going to say.
Oh, God.
Let's see. What can I say here? So I have to say something it's sort of damning with faint praise, kind of?
Well, let's say you were to look to the room and go, hey, you guys want to order some food? I know at least one person is hungry. In here is hungry. And you would look at me and go, Josh, that's not a subliminal.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not...
Josh, that was unbelievably great. That was a perfect answer. That was so good. I was like, that was better than my example.
Teacher Al's giving you stars.
So I could say, for example, should I send out for some saltpeter? Because at least someone in this room probably has an erection right now.
Right. And
what?
You can't see it from where you're sitting. Leave it alone.
Yes, and then you would say, chick, that's not a subliminal.
That's right.
I forgot that.
I'm having a good time. Jeez.
Okay, Al. You will find Al Jackson on the Daily Blast Live on your TV or on your computer or on your phone. And you can also find Al's book, Where is Baby Ford? In honor of Al's boy, Ford. Available at aljacksonlive.com, a benefit for the Firefly Autism Program in Lakewood, Colorado. And
Yes, sir. And Tom, can I just say this? I actually dropped off my first check due to the book proceeds. And the Bob and Tom people, man, we joke around every morning, but like you guys have really supported the book. I love y'all to death. And I just want to say I appreciate it, man. All jokes aside, y'all are super
well,
dope.
you're very welcome. I'm a little confused about fire fit. So when Christy comes in tomorrow morning, I should say, well, Christy, your fire fit is just lovely today.
Your fit is fire.
Oh, your fit is fire.
Or that's a fire fit.
Yeah.
You have to say it smoother. You don't have to yell it at her like a mean security guard.
That's just the way he speaks. He said everything like that.
Nail on the head, Al.
Al, you are the best. Thank you so much, Alan.
Al.
I'm sure that your outfit, if
Love
I could
you, man.
see it,
See you,
would
dude.
That should be your catchphrase. That should be your catchphrase. Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
You learned something today.
Yeah, I'm still a little.
Well, I'm going to use that with Kelly tonight. You might get some.
Or but there you go. Or say, look at that fire fit or something.
Yeah.
It'll backfire, don't it?
Yeah, that's
I got to get it. Your dad said I was throwing a fit. No, he didn't.
Next thing I know, I'll be out cleaning the fire pit.
Then he said he wanted to wants to set me on fire or something. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
You'll be up Fire Fitz Creek if you.
Yes, very good, very good. Now coming up, we have the shaving episode for Mr. Godwin. I'm very excited about this.
I have a question. Will you be dyeing and then shaving, or shaving then dyeing?
What do you think?
No, I think you should shave it.
I think you should shave
first, pencil
then
thin,
dye.
then
Now
you dye
remember,
it.
he maintains he has to keep it on for 40 minutes.
Right.
Well, 30, 40 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we'll see.
When you dye it, can we put down painter's tape? So we don't
On my cheeks.
Safety first.
It's all very
the
good.
key is preparation.
Always.
Right now, I want to point out that talking about ED isn't easy. Erectile dysfunction. You maybe brush it off every night or say I'm losing my mojo or whatever. It's been
Big
a hard day at work. Yeah.
Big yikes.
Roman has arrived. What is Roman? Well, it's a pharmaceutical distributor, and you find them by going to getroman.com/wood. What happens then? Well, if you're too embarrassed to go to your family doctor, you can find out about these pharmaceuticals and perhaps become a candidate to receive them thanks to the medical professionals at Roman. Once again, getroman.com/wood. You will complete a free online visit, Josh. Once again, that is
Free.
Free. Thank you very much. with Roman. And also they have their famous free 2-day shipping, which Josh costs
free.
That's right. It is free. A sentence would have worked there. The whole process is quite straightforward, discreet, and very simple. You go to getroman.com/wood for the free online visit. ED is no longer tough to tackle. Deal with a medical professional. See if you're a candidate. You've been hearing about these pharmaceuticals for years. Getroman.com/wood. Do it right now. Special new offer. If approved, you'll get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. And remember that that evaluation is free, plus the free 2-day shipping. GetRoman.com/wood, $15 off. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. GetRoman.com/wood. Coming up, the Godwin face treatment, and some fascinating stuff in the news, including the death of Quibi. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Slam and Sam, the best voice in radio right there. I'm Mark Allison, a voice in radio. I know. Hey, we've got some fun coming up for you, including comedian Tim Cavanaugh with a look at celebrity birthdays. That's right. Tim Cavanaugh on the way on a Thursday, the 22nd of October. Stay tuned.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Brandon Lowe homered twice. Tampa Bay pitchers combined for 15 strikeouts, 6-4 win over the Dodgers last night in Arlington, Texas in the World Series to even it at a game apiece. NBA news, Stan Van Gundy agreed to become the next coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. The Los Angeles Clippers yesterday introduced Tyronn Lue as their new head coach. NFL update, the Las Vegas Raiders sent all 5 starting offensive linemen home yesterday as part of a coronavirus contact tracing after right tackle Trent Brown placed on the reserve COVID-19 list with a positive test. And finally in sports, the Westminster Dog Show is set to take a long walk. The Westminster Kennel Club says the nation's top pooch pageant will be held outdoors at an estate about 25 miles north of Manhattan on June 12th through the 13th because of the pandemic. And Thursday night NFL action, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I was thinking about that famous lawyer Dick he's talking about, Tom, that dude that wrote the book how O.J. was guilty as hell.
Yeah, right.
Tubins.
Yep.
Tubins. He got caught rubbing one out on his Zoom call with a bunch of stuck-up media chicks.
Yep.
What were you thinking? You know, I don't even know a lot about the news business, but one thing I do know, you can't have your hog getting FaceTime on a Zoom call.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
As a service to our Hispanic friends, the following commercial announcement is brought to you in both English and Spanish.
Hello, I am Juan Popil, famous inventor and president of Juancom Industries.
Hola, me llamo Juan Popil, el presidente de la Juancom Industries.
Due to a minor problem with the Mexican tax laws, I recently spent a considerable amount of time in a Mexican prison.
Prendido recientemente un sumo considerable tiempo en el Casa Grande Mexicano,
where I had the misfortune of having a particularly amorous cellmate, Jose.
donde tengo la desgracia de tenido un castel consorte muy amorosa, ¿cómo se dice? Slammer de Botox.
This led me to invent the first product designed to prevent unauthorized rear entry.
Este mi salida al inventar el producto primero, proyect al preventes, no visite el poop shoot.
After installation, unwanted intruders are greeted by an ear-piercing alarm, followed by our patented orifice-centric grinding mechanism.
Desde instalación, intrusos no desiderarían instalar por alarma. El slongo da vida.
And now I am pleased to offer this product to you.
Y ahora soy contentas el prometer el producto bien a ustedes.
New from Juanco Industries, it's the backdoor.
My hero, a man's man, giving you the info in that fire fit. 8:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has an update on the weather.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Dense fog advisory remains in effect until 9 a.m. Otherwise, partly cloudy
I'm the
today.
fog. I'm eating my booger.
High 78. Clear skies tonight, down to 64. Showers and thunderstorms on Friday.
One
High
day I'll be
74
rain.
degrees.
So today
Hey,
it's
it's 57.
a gorgeous day today.
Fog is almost frog.
That's right, Fog.
Thank you. Keep listening for more shots at the Serious Cash here on Q95. Also, I'll remind you that My Indie TV 23 is where you'll find us this evening at 11:30. That's My Indie TV 23.
And if you go to 24, you've gone too high.
Yes.
Thank you. The show is called Bob and Tom Tonight.
Yes.
And some delightful pictures of everybody in the new open of the show.
And just another quick reminder.
You dog.
Man, we're funny today.
Well, that's
right.
artless and witless. Thank you. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom
Trying
Show.
to make my best friend smile. That's all.
My best friend.
I can sense it. We have coming up, of course. We have the Ace
There he
Cosby
goes.
Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Right now, it's a rare look at the men's room.
Can he hear himself? Can he hear us?
Pat Godwin is in the men's room. We have a camera set up in there. This is on the YouTube.
Oh, God.
Okay, Pat, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, well, go ahead and wipe and then get going.
My pants are off.
Pat is standing at the sink.
It looks like you're
here in the
hovering.
Bob and Tom program.
It looks like you're hovering over a toilet. It's a little
The
bit.
sink is right here.
He's trying to get down to the mic.
I got
okay.
my Harry's razor. Of
Okay,
course.
you got nice Harry's
Did you
razor.
brush your
Thank
teeth,
you.
too? Just to
Last week I did.
Oh, well.
Whose toothbrush
Whose
is that?
toothbrush is
Oh,
laying there?
this toothbrush is for the dye. That's how it goes on the mustache.
Oh, okay.
So now, once
Gotcha.
again, Pat is going to shave off his facial hair and just leave a pencil-thin mustache and then dye it.
Yeah.
You have to. Okay, he's putting
very
on
good.
the
Shave
there.
cream. Oh,
Now, Pat, the toothbrush, is that your regular toothbrush or is that a special one just for
What you do is you go with an older one, Tom.
Tom, you don't use your...
You don't go with a brand new toothbrush?
You
Wow,
take a
what a
used
great
toothbrush.
question. What planning goes into the toothbrush?
Godwin's got made money, but he can't buy a $2 dye toothbrush.
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, now we were talking about the fact that Josh is very. You just keep going, Pat.
Whoa, you're just going
Take
right
your time.
at it.
Take your time, Pat.
Right.
Getting a nice shave.
boy.
You are really going at it. Oh, that is nice.
Probably
That's
feels
double.
good.
Oh, yeah.
It feels, yeah.
How long you been growing the beard there, Pat? How many
I guess
days?
that's
is it?
been about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
No kidding. Wow.
Oh, it just
take your time. You're making me nervous.
Oh, it's radio, baby.
No, we got time.
You know,
well, talk amongst yourselves. Have some fun. Do some
already
good.
cut yourself.
I did?
Yeah, slow down.
Son of a-
At one point, his mustache is going to look like Groucho Marx because he's going to smear the black stuff on it.
Right.
Hey, Chick, this kind of looks like one of those weird experimental documentaries, and you have my favorite narrator voice. Can you please narrate the Pat Godwin documentary, please?
Every morning, Pat Godwin gets up and gives himself a nice shave before he heads into the Bob and Tom show.
That's it. Take your time.
Yeah, get that
There we
shave,
go.
Pat.
I know how to shave, Tom.
No, you're
let
going
him shave his
going
own
far
face.
too quickly.
But he's not going against the grain. He's doing a fine. Oh,
See, you did cut your
Now,
time.
see, you need some more foam.
Oh, you cut yourself. Pat Godwin cut himself.
He didn't cut himself. He just ran into a zit. He did.
That was a lesion.
I don't think your chin is your chin shaved?
No,
Did you
not
miss
yet.
the whole thing?
I got
Okay.
like a billy goat thing
Foam that
going on.
baby up.
Oh, good.
You foam it up.
Their first fight.
let's leave him alone for a second.
Could you possibly slow down? No wonder. God, you got to take your time when
Why
you
don't
shave.
you go in there and shave him so he
Yes.
does it right?
Get in there.
Shave
Go
him.
help him. Get in there. Come on.
Why don't you both go in there and shave your wrists?
I just laughed and cut myself again.
Yeah, okay. Now, because I shave in the shower.
And in the car.
Is that what you want me in the
and
shower,
here,
Tommy?
And later on in the day. And for dinner.
Okay,
And
now,
how many times a day do you shave?
I usually twice.
Twice.
He does a touch-up,
I
Christy.
do
Now,
not like to have
I
any
know you don't have that aggressive a beard.
No, you don't.
So you shave twice anyway.
I just don't like having. I can't pull off the so-called Don Johnson Miami Vice 1984 look.
Bet you always look great. You always have a very nice, clean-shaven face.
Okay, now
I'd kiss it.
How's it going, Pat?
We're ready for the pencil thin part.
Now this is the trickiest part.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going
You know
right
what?
at
And
it.
real quick, Pat,
Yes, sir?
if I may, the Harry's razor. One of my favorite things about them is they've got. If you kind of flip it, it's got that single razor at the top.
On the backside. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
so
I
look at
didn't
the
know.
top of the razor. It's got that, and
Now,
that's going to make it.
You need a
Really
lot of
thin.
hot water on the razor, Pat, and you got to get
Tom
some
can't
foam up
help
there.
himself to stop telling you how to shave, Pat.
Who taught you how to shave?
Here.
My
Leave
mommy.
him alone.
I'm going to come show you where that
My
single-
mommy.
Okay.
Josh is getting up and walking to the men's room.
Yes, the more people we have on him, the better. That's a great idea.
These close-ups are disturbing.
I know.
Hey, Pat, you got to get the soul patch, buddy.
up, Bates.
You get in here.
The gloves are off. Shut up,
Yeah, don't
gosh.
cut yourself there, Josh. Now get some hot water on that baby, clean her up, and then get some foam on the
Josh
face,
just
Pat.
touched my butt.
Poor Pat.
Okay, well,
Pat.
there you go. Now, Pat, he's now getting the top. He's shaving the top half of the mustache off.
This is great.
What do you think? Go
job.
thinner, Tom?
Yeah, a little
What do
bit
you think?
Thinner.
A little bit thinner. Yeah, if you don't want it to look like it's you really want to make it a pencil thin mustache.
Should we take a pencil in there and put it on there so he has a
I think we'll be able to tell him. You're getting there, Pat.
Yeah, a little more.
Yeah.
Can you get the part right below the center of your nose?
The fulcrum?
Is that what it's called?
No, it's
Is it
Philtrum.
It
Yeah.
is Philtrum. I
correct.
said it was Philtrum 10 times.
Pat, blow some air into your upper lip like this.
What?
Yeah, like
Blow some air.
Yeah, go like blow it. There you go.
You still got a little bit. Yeah.
You got to make it a little thinner to really have that embarrassing look we're going for.
But don't take away too much. You got a lot of marble under there. We got to find David.
Oh, there you go. That's right.
I don't like that.
Keep
Will.
going.
That's
Keep
well
going.
put.
A little thinner, and then now we're going to have to apply the hair dye. A little thinner, Pat. Just keep going. Keep going south with the blade.
Yep, you're doing good.
Oh, there we go.
Doing fine, Joe.
Oh, we're good.
I think he found it. I think that's
Very,
Is this
very
it?
close.
Now I feel like you've missed some under your bottom lip.
It's too bushy still.
Yeah, you've got to have it. It's got to be very
Gotta be
thin
really
between
thin.
the lip and the nose.
Almost a line.
like
Yes.
a third of an inch, maybe. Is
I
that
don't want to go
Like-
too far.
No,
Yeah,
not
you
a third
do.
of- more
We
like
want you to
1/10
go
of an inch.
really
Yes, we're getting
thin.
there.
Yeah, you are getting there. We'll let you know. Oh boy, there's
Jokes or
there you
something in
go.
there?
Now, do you have any electric clippers so we can get? I wouldn't do the bottom of it with a razor because you
Right.
may. Yeah.
Get that bottom lip. It's driving
Yeah, that
me
is
nuts.
driving
Yeah, get that little guy down
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Your soul
Disgusting.
patch.
Okay, slow
A
down.
lot of blood.
Could you put the foam back on? My God,
I ran out of foam.
he's dry shaving.
You don't have any
Stop
more
being
foam?
a backseat shaver. Stop it.
I have some moisturizer.
Get those eyebrows. Shave those eyebrows right off.
That'll make you.
That'll make you look
Just a
crazy,
full
man.
Pink Floyd.
Okay, Pat,
Wait.
put the razor down for a second and wet your
people
face down, wash up. I want to see where we are
We'll
with this.
admire it.
We're real close.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, the ladies at the apartment complex may see this.
Daggone it, I vote one more swipe.
I do too.
I do too. I don't think it's thin enough.
Check one more slice.
Can we get a look direct in camera? I feel like the mirror is not giving us the best angle. I want to see, a little bit more
it
down.
needs to be thinner.
Let's not forget, though, when he dyes it, it's going to be really excellent. We might be to the point where we dye it and then trim it after that.
That's it. Yeah,
Oh, can we do that?
Yeah, let's do
That's a
that.
good idea.
Josh has it.
Good idea.
Okay, Pat.
Looking good, buddy.
No,
Okay, thanks, Willie.
have you mixed this dye? Is it like
we're ready to go.
Is this like Bondo, where you have to put two parts together? And
Nope, all done. Did it ahead of time, Tom. It's called show prep.
I'm predicting that this is going to be less embarrassing than we want it to be. I think it's going to look pretty good.
You think?
Yeah. Look at it. It looks pretty good right now.
I completely agree. And Pat, this is a great shirt you're wearing. Your shoulders look big. You look like a burly guy. I love it.
Yeah, he's
Really,
right out
thank you.
with it.
Willie. I think Willie's coming on to me.
I am.
Pat is putting a toothbrush full of hair dye
Now,
onto his
Twist mustache.
Now you've dyed just the center there, so it looks like you have a.
Keep going.
Yeah, you want to go? You want to go out?
Yeah,
You don't want to look like hipster Hitler. the pencil thin Hitler look. Not good.
It's just.
Are we on in
both now.
Berlin?
I hope there's someone out there who didn't take a screenshot of that moment. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Am I still on the show?
Yes.
Hipster Hitler. We don't want to see.
Jawohl. Yeah.
Keep going, Pat. So now what is that stuff? Does that have a smell to it?
Oh yeah, it smells horrible.
Oh, does it?
Oh, it does.
How viscous is it? Is it is it like toothpaste?
Right.
or-
Is it tarry or?
I remember the Just for Men stuff smelled pretty good.
Yeah, this is a little rough.
Okay. What kind of dye are you using?
This is L'Oreal's darkest they have. It's called black.
Is this
All right.
Is this designed for must?
Okay, now we're entering Stupidville. Yeah. From the side, it's real dumb.
I'm so sorry. This is so visual.
We get off at the exit.
This is so
And
visual.
he's bleeding like a stuck pig.
It's because he didn't use hot water. He
I
didn't
used hot water. You're just, I was nervous.
He also was shaving like he was trying to break a record.
Yeah, and he was nervous. It's the first time he's been on radio.
Okay, Pat. Let's see how it looks so far. Just give us turn toward the camera, please.
And it's my understanding that the dye will continue to get darker and darker as time goes on.
Oh, it's going to be really.
Now I have a question because the dye isn't just on the hair; it's also on your skin.
No, that comes off very quickly.
It comes off your
trust me.
skin.
Oh,
It does.
I do this every week.
Okay.
He's very familiar with it.
I'm funny today.
Oh, you are. Yeah.
I'm on fire.
You are on fire. Everybody need to get up to Pat's level. That's
Oh,
what
my
we need.
goodness.
Boy, some of those close-ups, though. How does a man of your age still get pimples? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I masturbate a lot.
Masturbate
Yeah,
a little.
I think I'll tell you what's happening though. Pat's eyebrows are so. Do you dye your eyebrows?
No.
They're really dark.
Thank you.
Boy, Pat does seem. Did you guys fight off the air? He seems really irritated by you today.
Well,
I think whoever had the idea, maybe it was Willie or Josh.
We need to do
once
more
the dye is in
trimming
there,
later,
then we'll do a little more trimming.
Yeah.
All right, I'll clean up around the edges and come in.
Okay.
Wow,
that's very
look
good.
at Tom Selleck right there,
Yeah,
man.
ma-
That is.
Yeah, make sure that you leave plenty of dye on there. I'm
there's
so
plenty of
excited.
dye.
We'll come back
All
with
right.
more. We have Christy the teaser, please.
I'm going to be leaving, so Josh will be teasing you.
Oh, Josh the teaser, please.
Yes, we've got parrots coming up in the news.
Yes.
And we have news about Quibi. Is that your new favorite streaming program?
Oh, it's my favorite program.
And Metallica news that might be interesting to you.
I thought you said I was doing it. We have Metallica news that might be
And for those of you about to sign up for Quibi, not so fast.
my friend.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hey, do you have plans after today's Bob and Tom show? Well, you should. It should be to keep it right here on Bob and Tom 24/7 as we roll into Bob and Tom's work farce. All the fun without really that much effort. Keep your smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. Ace Cosby, your host for Bob and Tom's work farce, right after the Bob and Tom show, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump and Democratic challenger Joe Biden are set to square off in their final debate tonight. It's one of the last high-profile opportunities for the president to change the trajectory of an increasingly contentious campaign. Some Trump advisors are urging him to trade his aggressive demeanor for a lower-key style, hoping Biden will get himself in trouble with verbal gaffes. They were supposed to be 3 debates, but the second canceled after Trump got COVID-19, then objected to the resulting revised format. The debate begins at 9 p.m. Eastern. A trio of space travelers has safely returned to Earth after a 6-month mission on the International Space Station. A Soyuz capsule carrying NASA astronaut Chris Cassidy and cosmonauts Anatoly Ivanishin and Ivan Wagner landed in Kazakhstan this morning. After a medical checkup, they'll head home as part of additional precautions due to the coronavirus. Members of the Russian rescue team meeting the crew were tested for the virus, and a number of people involved in the recovery effort was limited. The 3 had lived on the space station since April. And the Westminster Kennel Club has announced they will be outdoors at an estate about 25 miles north of Manhattan on June 12th and 13th of 2021 because of the pandemic. The shift to Lyndhurst site along the Hudson River will mark the first time in more than 100 years that the Best in Show at Westminster has not been awarded at Madison Square Garden. In 1920, the top prize was handed out at Grand Central Palace in New York. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, I kicked the shine when I heard about that 11-year-old boy that stole the school bus, you know.
You heard that?
Yeah.
I reckon if I carjacked the school bus, I'd drive it right to Talladega.
Is that right?
Attaboy. Race it in NASCAR, chick, on the couch. All you'd have to do is put the stop sign out and nobody could pass you.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
This is a little love song I wrote some years back. It's actually a sort of a breakup song. I'd always dedicated to all the wonderful women who treated me like a load of crap over the years. And it's a little love song.
All right.
Woke up this morning and you were gone. Found a note. It said so long. You said this love would last our lives. I hope your face breaks out in hives. I hope you die a painful death. I hope you choke on your next breath. You screwed me up. You done me wrong. I hope you die before too long. Hope you have a heart attack. I hope your breasts get really slack. You were my girl, but now you're not. I hope you die. I hope you rot. 'Cause I don't want to be your friend. I only want your life to end. You're back in town, someone else's gal. I hope you drown in the love canal. I hope you die a painful death. I hope you choke on your next breath. Screwed me up. You done me wrong. I hope you die.
9:03 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Josh is now sitting in for Christy. Christy has an errand to run. So, Josh, the weather, please.
Yes, Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Today, partly cloudy, high 78. Clear, low 64 tonight, 57 currently.
A great day, indeed. Thank you, Josh. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. distaffless, it would look like right now.
Yeah.
Christy has had to run a couple of quick errands. She's got something going on, so it's just the boys' club right now.
Women are the worst, right, fellas?
We have a new segment called How Sick Are Boobs?
So sick.
Super sick, yeah.
So
Where
sick.
were we? Let's
How
see.
about
There's
that butt?
There's Chick. There's Josh. I'm Tom. No Christy. She would be at the Navy Federal Credit Union the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk, but she's not. I look over there and it throws me off. Now we currently have a situation. We have Mr. Pat Godwin in the next room, looking at him on the closed circuit TV, and he is.
Hey, Groucho.
He has put hair dye. After shaving the bulk of his mustache off, he has a pencil-thin mustache, and he has put hair dye on it to get it jet black.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it looks like you have kind of a regular mustache because the goop
everywhere.
goes over on the...
That'll change. Then
Hey, Pat, say this. When I take a woman to dinner, I expect her to face me.
I shot an elephant in my pajamas. I don't know how I got in my pajamas.
There is kind of a Groucho thing going on right now.
Oh, yeah, the painted on.
Now, before we get back to Mr. Godwin, because I know you've got another song in you over there, I wanted to remind you that the Bob and Tom program does feature the Ace Cosby joke of the day, ladies and gentlemen. These are not really jokes. These are observations with respect to what's happening in contemporary culture, Ace.
A glimpse into my life. I have a stepladder.
Really?
It's a very nice stepladder. But it is sad I've never known my real ladder.
I see.
Yep. Stepladder.
That's good. I like that.
That's all right.
I like that one.
That's nice. Thank you very much. Now, Josh, you are going to take the reins at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk and give up your chair at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk.
That's right.
What have you got over there?
A parrot has been rescued from the top of City Hall in Paterson, New Jersey. According to Fire Chief Brian McDermott, a film crew first spotted the frightened bird perched atop Paterson City Hall on Tuesday, October 20th. Firefighters allowed the parrot's owner to participate in the rescue mission to prevent the bird from flying away. That's right, Chippy. McDermott said the bird just jumped on its owner and was visibly relieved.
Oh.
The parrot was not injured in the ordeal.
See, you can tell Chippy loves me. See, look. Yes, you do. You're a good boy.
Yeah.
Stop it. Are you so...
Oh, right on the earlobe.
I'm sorry, where was this? City Hall?
Yeah, in New Jersey there. Mm-hmm.
Why? The parrot wouldn't just fly down?
No. In fact, the owner went up with the firefighters so that the bird would recognize him and not fly away.
Polly want a ladder? How did it get up there?
It flew.
Why doesn't it fly down? It's not a cat.
There's no reasoning with a parrot.
Did you really just say, how did it get up? How did the bird get up there?
Well, when a cat climbs a tree, sometimes... Okay, just asking.
This was it was the saddest. If the parrot would have flown away, it would have been the saddest time birds have flown away in New Jersey since those ducks left Tony's pool.
Oh yeah. That was
a sad time. Again with the ducks.
The New Jersey parrot goes, forget about it.
Hey.
Oh, we got to play the Parrot Tribute.
Oh, sir.
This is the greatest Parrot Tribute of all time with John Fox.
All right, this magician. He gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
That, my friends, is a well-told joke. Ta-da. Thank you very much. Now, yesterday we had an unusual story. I don't know, Pat apparently has worked up a song about this. Well, there is a town in Canada that until recently has been known as Asbestos, Canada. And the citizens of Asbestos have decided that they need a new name. Of course, the town was named after a substance that is now thought to be toxic.
Sure.
I think correctly. And there, of course, was a large asbestos deposit there that was mined for decades. But they voted last November to change the name, but didn't decide on a name until just a few days ago. The new name for the town is in French Val des Sources, meaning Valley of the Springs, apparently. And that, by the way, that only won by 51% of the vote. People were very upset about what to rename the town, but it will no longer be known as Asbestos. And Pat, you said you have a tribute to this?
There was a Canadian town named That's a tongue twister. There was a Canadian town named Asbestos, very insulated from the outside world, known for an export so tainted and toxic. That's where I met and fell in love with a girl. After we married, I had trouble breathing. She was like poison, felt like I was in a coma. I think it's best if I leave asbestos and move to beautiful mesothelioma. That was a tongue twister. Sorry about that.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
That was
Second take
very
there.
Nice. We have Josh Arnold once again at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk with what, Josh?
Well, a pair of masked intruders were caught breaking into a California bank. An ATM customer, that's automated teller machine, not asked to, at a Chase Bank branch. And
why would you be a customer with the other one? Oh, yes.
This happened at a Chase Bank branch in Redwood City. This person spotted 2 raccoons wreaking havoc inside the bank before it opened on Tuesday. Buffy Martin Tarbox. That's right.
Oh, wait a minute.
Stop. Tom, do something.
This person's last name is Tarbox?
That's right. Buffy Martin.
That is uncomfortable.
Tarbox.
Holy hell.
Yeah, she's with the Peninsula Humane Society. She explained, bank managers let our rescue staff into the bank, and after about 10 minutes of chasing the raccoons around, we were finally able to safely shoo them outside.
Oh, shoo, not shoot.
Right, the shoo. Tarbox said they believe the raccoons had climbed a tree, got into the bank through the air ducts, and fell through the ceiling.
Hilarious. There's footage of this I'm looking at right now.
She added that the, quote, nefarious duo had broken several ceiling tiles and even knocked a computer over.
That's disrespectful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of a die-hard component to this.
Yes.
They broke in through the HVAC system. Wow. Very funny, though. The security footage is hilarious. But they're dressed for the job, of course.
Oh, yeah.
They have the little bandit face.
Nature's bandits.
Yeah.
Nature's trash pandas?
Yeah,
Is that what
trash pandas.
They may be cute, but we had some break into this building, and the problem was they would be above the suspended ceiling where they would urinate.
Sure.
And
remember we named her Rosemary Cooney and her little cooties?
yeah, it's the stench from the raccoon nest in the ceiling was
and the stain of the urine stains.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
ceiling.
it was pretty
It was
awful.
a leaky pipe.
It's really grim.
I wonder if they went right for the suckers.
No, I think they were trying to steal those pens that are attached.
So either the dum-dums or the pens?
Yeah.
They handed a note to the teller. Give us the garbage, put all the trash in the bag, nobody gets hurt. Don't be a hero.
Boy, the one was throwing a fit about overdraft fees. My gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never heard
I don't care if it's not my bank. Give me my money. It's my money.
Now, we have coming up, comedian Tim Cavanaugh will be our guest with a birthday salute. Also in the news, we have the end of Quibi. If you're a subscriber, if you could say goodbye quickly. It's over. Did you ever get Quibi, Chick?
Yeah, I got it. I signed up for a year. I told you this. Yeah.
Did you ever watch anything?
No.
And there's the problem.
There's the problem. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know where. Willie and I were waiting for Reno 911 and it's out, but I never got around to watching.
I mean, yeah, they just kept pushing stuff, and the comedians I like and writers I like, but then Reno, I have to get it for Reno 911, and I just never got around to it.
Nope.
Okay, well, neither did anybody else. That's why it's probably going to be going away. Right now, I want to remind you that October, I didn't know this, it's National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Good timing, because this year has been a cybersecurity nightmare because of the huge increase in cybercrime, especially identity theft. The FBI has been reporting on it. Perhaps you know someone it happened to. Maybe it happened to you. That's where LifeLock comes in. LifeLock knows that every day you're putting your information at risk on the internet. Lots of ID numbers are out there. Your social security number could be for sale right now on the dark web. Think of all the stuff that you've pumped into that phone when you're in a hurry. Well, you don't want to be the person who finds out that, oh, wait a minute, that check I was supposed to get never arrived, or maybe somebody else cashed it. LifeLock, it's out there to detect when your information has potentially been compromised. Maybe someone's posing as you to get a tax refund. Lots of things can go wrong. LifeLock is out there checking. They want to make sure that if someone applies for a car loan, it's really that someone and not getting a loan on you and then driving off. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor transactions at all businesses. LifeLock is there looking for threats that you might miss on your own. I'm a big fan. In fact, it's a very inexpensive service. Join now, by the way, and it's even more inexpensive because LifeLock right now, 25% will get knocked off your first year if you use the promo code TOM25. Try to avoid being a victim of identity theft. Call 1-800-LifeLock or just go to lifelock.com. The promo code, once again, is TOM25. 25% off from our friends at LifeLock. 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. TOM25 is the code. Coming up, a little bit of Tim Kavanaugh and the end of Quibi, and more news with Josh sitting in for Christy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget to check out Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Tonight, we have a show on called Bob and Tom Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, over 20 minutes of the best of today's show tonight. That's video highlights. See what the cast and crew is wearing, how they react to each other, the looks on their faces. Oh, it's a lot of fun. And it's kind of like a TV show, but it's on the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Check it out tonight. Hit that red subscribe button. It's free. Won't cost you anything. And you'll join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who have subscribed to Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Check it out today, won't you?
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Pearl Jam's celebrating its 30th anniversary of their first concert at a club in Seattle when they were still called Mookie Blaylock. That anniversary today. Pearl Jam still pushing ahead with preparations for concerts to support their Gigaton album, even though the pandemic put their tour plans on hold. Carrie Underwood already had the most CMT Music Awards of any artist. Now she needs room for more. She picked up 2 more CMT Awards last night for Video of the Year and Female Video of the Year for the song Drinking Alone. Meanwhile, Gwen Stefani won her first CMT Music Award for Collaborative Video of the Year for her duet with Blake Shelton on Nobody But You. And a lot of people used their time in the pandemic lockdown to finish projects they never got around to doing. Add Paul McCartney to that list. He said he had a lot of songs he did not have time to finish, so he polished them up for his own amusement, not thinking he would release them, but the result is an album called McCartney 3. Like his McCartney album in 1970 and his McCartney 2 album from 1980, McCartney played all the instruments himself. It'll come out digitally on CD and on vinyl December 11th. For you hardcore fans, there will be a limited 333 vinyl edition made of recycled vinyl copies of the McCartney and McCartney 2 albums. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
What you may not know are things about my opponents that I think are important to be aware of. For instance, Did you know my opponents support taxes to help pay for things like roads and schools? No, thank you. Also, they both have wives. That means they'll be too busy dealing with those to focus on their presidentious duties. Not me. My wife took off years ago.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
1, 2, 3.
She's got tattoos around her. Harley Davidson in the den. She's got an open door for the Marine Corps. She's looking for a few good men. She walks out to her mailbox in her see-through pink tube top. If it wasn't for her biker friend, somebody would have called the cops. And she's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. She's the queen of manufactured housing. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. And me, I'm the trailer park king. She spends her nights in a strip joint, doing some exotic dance. In and out of a pair of platform shoes and worn out spandex pants. Her kids still live with her mother and her brother who's unemployed. She always called me Elvis, but she knows my real name's Floyd. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. She's the queen of manufactured housing. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. And me, I'm the trailer.
20 at Q95 is the Bob and Tom Show.
A quick update in the forecast from Josh sitting in for Christy Lee.
Yeah! Q95 Fox 59 weather. Brought to you by CarX. Of course, partly cloudy today, high of 78. Tonight, clear, low 64. Tomorrow, showers and T-storms. That's right, I call them T-storms, high 74. Currently 58 degrees.
What do you think? Ace D plus? Okay. D. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Okay, it's a boys' club right now. Christy had to go run a couple of errands. She's got some serious business going on. She'll be back tomorrow. We're looking forward to seeing her at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. This is Tom speaking. That's Chick McGee over there. Josh is in his native habitat, the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Buddy's got a stack of news there.
And it's National Nut Day.
It is.
Yeah.
How about them nuts? Oh, sorry.
For all nuts?
Yeah.
Both types of nuts?
What, the left and the right?
No. Both
these nuts.
Okay, thank you very much.
Macadamia nut, peanut.
There's Ace Cosby, our
walnut.
engineer. Willie G is over there. Patty G, now, I've got to explain to our other guest. We have the very, very light complexion of Tim Cavanaugh joining us.
Boy.
And Tim,
hello.
I have a new name if you ever want to write an autobiography.
Yeah.
The Pallor and the Glory. You are.
I like it. Okay.
Or maybe if at Halloween it could be the Pallor and the Gory. You could be.
You are very, very pale.
White devil.
Now, I am very, very pale.
Now I want you to look. I want you to look at Mr. Godwin, and you'll notice he has kind of a splotchy mustache. That's because he shaved it down to a pencil-thin mustache, but he currently has some kind of hair dye gel on it.
It's starting to burn a little bit.
That has to
wait a minute
for an hour.
Starting to burn, Tom.
It is.
You've got a gel on there?
No, there's a dye.
Just looks like a regular mustache to me.
That's because it's fat. It's fatter than it will be when it's done because the gel is on.
It's covered the lips,
kind of overflowing the edges there.
Right
into my mouth.
We're hoping for a Vincent Price, John Sayles, or not John. I'm sorry, John Waters type thing. Yeah,
kind of a pencil thin thing.
That's
the idea.
I don't know
here
why you would do that.
The idea here is to get the ladies after him.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because ladies, especially the really young ladies, they love pencils.
That's what Tom was telling me.
Now it's time now to check in with Mr. Cavanaugh on today's birthday celebration. Tim, go ahead.
Hey, everybody. It's time once again for Tim Cavanaugh's Cavalcade of Celebrity Birthdays. I'm comedian Tim Cavanaugh. Singer-songwriter Paul Simon is celebrating a birthday. He and Art Garfunkel were together as a duo for 13 years, long enough to make it into the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest game of Simon Says ever. He was kind of in charge of that
Paul was
duo.
in charge.
First daughter, Ivanka Trump, turns 39 this month. Whenever I see her and her husband, Jared, they remind me of those beautiful bride and groom figurines on top of a wedding cake. Only Ivanka and Jared are way less lifelike and way more plasticky looking.
I see.
That's correct.
Okay.
Not necessarily funny, but correct. Reggae star Ziggy Marley turns 52 this month. I was thinking, if Marley Matlin married Ziggy Marley, she'd be missing out on a lot because he's a singer and she's deaf.
She wouldn't appreciate it.
That's right.
Yeah.
She would not appreciate it as much as the rest of us.
Right.
Hey, the lovable Penny Marshall would have turned 77 this month. On her deathbed, she received the last rites and then joined the angels in her new heavenly home. She was cremated, and over her ashes, the priest read from the book of Exodus, and God said unto Moses, a penny saved is a penny earned.
Moses, my way of Ben Franklin.
Because she ended up in an urn.
Yeah.
Because she was cremated. The idea
She
there.
wasn't deaf, so she could have enjoyed Marley's work.
That's a different joke altogether. Celebrating birthday number 74 is actress Suzanne Summers. Every year on the night before her birthday, women all over the world celebrate Suzanne Summers Eve. Global Jamboree of Douching. So, rapper Snoop Dogg turns 49 this month, which is roughly 7 in dog years.
You know, you said roughly. Yeah. You know that, right?
Did I say that?
Snoop Dogg,
came out? Roughly. Turning 36 this month is singer Katy Perry. Her real name is Katherine Hudson, but she goes by Katy Perry so as not to be confused with the actress Kate Hudson, which turned out to be a smart decision both professionally and morally. I mean, Kate Hudson has slept with a ton of men. Well, Katy Perry has only slept with maybe 3/4 of a ton of men. Actress Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson, turned 63 this month, which explains why Bart is sounding shorter and shorter due to the osteoporosis.
Wow.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Turning 51 is musician Keith Urban, who, ironically, has never played on urban radio. Isn't that weird?
That is ironic. Yeah.
Did David Soul ever get played on urban radio?
No, but they didn't give up.
All right.
Don't give up on it, baby.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'm writing that one down. Okay. Olympic figure skater Sasha Cohen is 35 this month. Back in January, she gave birth to her first child. The birth totally shocked her obstetrician, who had called her barren.
Oh, boy.
A hard mistake to explain, given that Sasha Baron Cohen has a big, thick mustache and no uterus at all.
That is true, yeah.
How about Clint Black? Did you ever make
Clint Black is also not
on urban radio?
Jack Black on urban radio.
Clint Black.
I don't believe Jack Black. Turning 45 this month is actor Ryan Reynolds, best known as Deadpool in the X-Men movies. On the whole, the Deadpool franchise has underperformed, and the producers now think that the darkness of the name Deadpool turned off a lot of moviegoers. So they're hoping his new movie, Induced Coma Aquatic Center, will do better.
That is silly.
It's like he's dead.
Right. Mm-hmm. But he's...
And it's like a pool. Okay. Speaking of X-Men, Caitlyn Jenner turned 70 this month. Bill Gates is something I do once a month. I've never gotten any money from him, but I figure he'll screw up one of these months.
Sure.
See, I bill
Bill Mr. Gates.
Celebrating his half birthday today is Tom Griswold.
How about that?
Which means he's not entitled to a whole present, just a half present, or a prez, as we call it, which he'll receive belatedly in 12 days on Election Day.
Indeed.
That's pretty clever, not funny, but Captain Marvel actress Brie Larson turns 31 this month. She won the Oscar for Best Actress in the 2015 film Room, where she played a woman who was abducted and forced to live in one room for 7 years. She got rave reviews, except from one stagehand who said she stunk. He said, look, if you film Brie in a room for even 2 weeks, the place is going to end up smelling pretty cheesy.
Brie.
Brie.
In fact, because she's Brie. She's Brie.
More information.
And it's
Brie.
like,
I see a long wait between the Brie part and the stench part.
Well, you got to have a memory to participate in conversation. What?
Sorry.
And finally, okay, and this is going to be a little bit of a musical interlude, so you might want to turn off my background music, but have it ready because then I do the big wrap up.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Turning 72 years old this month is Wheel of Fortune host Pat Sajak. I don't know how you feel about him, but I'm getting just a little tired of Pat Sajak. He's been on the show for 38 years. And I wrote a little song, and it goes like this. I wish they'd take Pat Sajak off. Sajak off. Sajak off. I wish they'd take Pat Sajak off. Sajak off the air. Well, that wraps up another edition of Tim Cavanaugh's Cavalcade of Celebrity Birthdays. Until next time, remember, who needs a calendar when you've got a Kavanaugh?
Thank you, Tim. Tim Cavanaugh, by the way, is doing a special event coming up Friday, October 30th. It will be a virtual concert, Tim Cavanaugh live from his office. Woo! 30-minute stream
Just
on
like
Facebook
this.
Live.
Cool.
And you'll be accepting donations to Flood Aid, raising funds for Flood Aid Nebraska.
That's great.
Terrible flooding hit Nebraska last year, and many people are still struggling, so Tim's going to do his part. Great idea, Tim.
Yes.
And that's
Thank
a week,
you so much.
week
I
from
appreciate
Friday.
it. Exactly right.
I do enjoy Mr. Sajak, by the way.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I don't want him.
I like him. He's from Chicago. I don't mean to mention Chicago because I know Chick gets all upset every time I mention it.
Yeah, he's from Chicago. I don't know if you know that or not.
I was quite aware
Chicago.
of that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chicago, Illinois.
Thank you very much, Tim.
Chicago.
And now we will fade out Tim over there, and we will fade in Mr. Pat Godwin, who is once again
Lord,
dyeing his mustache.
Wow.
How do you take that stuff off? Do you have to have
A washcloth and some soap does it. You have to really rub hard, though.
Okay. Do you think it's ready to come off, or do we have to wait a while?
I think in 10 more minutes we're good.
Okay. Now, do you have to leave the stuff on your hair the same length of time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, no, you're currently not dyeing your hair.
I currently had all the color taken out. Yeah.
Okay.
This adds a whole new level to him. He was trying to offer intelligent opinions, and he's got that silly. Yes, of course. Another 10 more
I
minutes.
just saw myself on the monitor.
Yeah, you look like the least hip math teacher that is
like a
desperately
Simpsons.
trying to cling to youth.
All right, who's ready for a rap session?
Now, once again, you've trimmed your mustache. The idea is to have a dark black, pencil-thin mustache.
Boston Blackie kind.
Celebrated by the great Jimmy Buffett in his song Pencil Thin Mustache. And you have a sort of a tribute to Mr. Buffett's song.
I do. I'm on the Bob and Tom Show. Get teased constantly about my daily struggles financially. 3/4 of my paycheck goes to child support. Oh, I may be broke, but it keeps me out of court. Oh, if I get a pencil thin mustache, the John Waters kind, you'll give me $350. I'll buy my son Red Lobster, and I'd have my card declined. Oh, I may look goofy, creepy, and silly, but I can buy a round now for Tom, Chick, Josh, and Willie. Yeah. I'm I'm gonna get a pencil thin mustache. It's amazing what a whore I can be. I need the money to buy my son's groceries.
Very nice, Pat.
Very nice.
Pat, the goop on your upper lip has migrated to your lower lip.
Yeah, I know. It tastes horrible.
It's chemicals.
It looks like you've got the worst herpes sore that we've ever seen.
I was singing.
You
I
might
got
want
a chunk in my
that
mouth.
stuff may be toxic.
Well, I was singing it with chunk.
I got like a little dollop.
You may want to wipe that out of your mouth.
That tastes like crap.
Let's see, Josh. Once again, let's get to our Quibi story. Explain what Quibi was.
Well, Quibi was it was short for Quick Bites. It was a streaming service, a video platform that, it just wasn't succeeding at all. In fact, they're shutting down just 6 months after launching. The company said Wednesday the video platform would wind down its operations before selling its assets. So it'll probably offer some of the programming, I would imagine, to other streaming.
What about the fools that would be foolish enough to sign up for a whole year?
Well, the CEO of Quibi says, you're screwed. No, it doesn't say that.
Oh, okay.
The platform was designed for people to watch on their phones while on the go. So if you were standing in line at the bank or whatever, you could watch a quick little video.
Yeah, had anybody ever told them about YouTube?
I think they were trying to capture some of that.
Except
YouTube
they were
magic.
charging?
They were, yes. Yeah. But after launching in April, certainly struggled to reach viewers. CEO Meg Whitman.
Doesn't she have a history of tanking companies?
She does. I didn't know.
Didn't she tank
May Whitman?
One of them? I think so.
Meg Whitman, while we have enough capital, she said, to continue operating for a significant period of time, we made the difficult decision to wind down the business, return cash to our shareholders. And say goodbye.
Does that mean Chick doesn't get his money back?
That's right, yeah. So
I know that May likes to sample a lot of companies before she decides on.
Oh, Miss Whitman does?
Yeah, Miss Whitman.
So therefore it would be the
Whitman sampler.
Yeah.
If only I'd said words
instead of what I was doing.
Isn't her name? Isn't it Meg Whitman?
Yeah, Meg Whitman.
Okay,
yes,
I thought it was May Whitman.
That's an actress.
I mean, who could have seen this coming? Who could have CISO'd this coming?
CISO's another.
It was a streaming service that also died. It was
okay. All right.
It just seems like a stupid name, a bad idea, and
other than that,
they had a lot of talent. Steven Spielberg. They revived The Fugitive on Quibi.
Yeah,
they had Reno 911.
There are 9,000 TV channels. Do we need one more that you have to pay for on your phone?
They thought they did. Apparently not. Apparently, the people have spoken. Tom,
yes. I love when really smart people fail.
You do.
You really
do.
Feel good, yeah. I think Jeffrey Katzenberg and Mr. Spielberg will be just fine. I'm sure they got their money out.
Well, keeping in entertainment, Miley Cyrus. She's recording a Metallica cover album. That's right. Cyrus has revealed the new project to Interview Magazine. The pop star made no secret of her love of classic rock, name-dropping David Bowie, Motorhead, and Iggy Pop. Most recently, Cyrus covered The Cure and the Cranberries during the Save Our Stages virtual festival. Material by Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Beatles, Def Leppard, and Fleetwood Mac have also made it into Cyrus sets over the years. The pop star has covered Metallica songs in the past, often performing their hit from 1991, Nothing Else Matters, live at events. I've seen it's pretty great.
Have you seen her do Jolene by Dolly Parton?
Yes, that's terrific too.
Oh my gosh, she kills it.
Yeah,
Out of the park.
I love her song Party in the USA.
I do too. I can't help it. I really like it.
She's not that popular in Canada because she had to change her name to Kilometer Cyrus.
Kilometery?
Meg Whitman.
Meg Whitman.
Setup.
Kilometery Cyrus. You have to applaud.
I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah. Yes, the courage.
Yeah, the courage to do.
After these
Thank you very much.
snuff fest.
Chick, my dad likes it so much because, as he said, he loves watching an intelligent person fail.
Yeah, that's why you like it.
After the snuff fest of your May Whitman hunk.
Meg.
I know.
Meg,
You called her Meg.
Yeah. Kilometery Cyrus.
Well, and congratulations. She's really great. I have to.
I like that she goes out there.
I like Billy Ray too. God, his little Naz thing was fantastic.
Whatever you say.
And I think it'll be good now. Girls that wear Metallica t-shirts will finally have heard a Metallica song.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot. We were having this discussion off the air, or maybe it was, I forget. What band has their shirts worn by the most people that know nothing about the band?
I was watching.
Do you think it's the Dead or
maybe? I was watching an old episode of Friends, and Jennifer Aniston Rachel was wearing an MC5 shirt. I was like, Rachel's never heard MC5.
Yeah, kick out the jams, my ass. That's classic.
But also, people wear certain shirts, like the guy Anthony, one of the new guys in Queer Eye. He wears the Stroke shirt. And I was like, oh, I like that guy. That's the guy that I like in the show because he likes the Strokes.
There you go.
I like the Strokes.
I wonder what band. I bet it's probably the Ramones, maybe.
Sure.
CBGB shirts, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I took Sally shopping at a very hip young store.
Is your sister?
Yeah, my sister Sally. She's 13 and she's cool. So I'm trying to be the cool older brother. And there was Metallica shirts. There was Grateful Dead. She didn't know any of them, but.
Right.
Yeah.
Which one did she buy?
She didn't get any of them. And I said she should get them because her mom loves classic rock.
Yeah.
And I go, if you came home in a Metallica shirt, she would freak out.
You trying to look like me? That was a dumb thing to say.
real dumb.
Hey, did you set me up? I want to remind you that right now the world is so weird. Be sure to support your favorite local restaurant
And support Make Whitman.
Tip highly. Support your favorite stores when you can, of course. And if you're a small business, there are a lot of people that are great people looking for work right now. And that's where LinkedIn Jobs comes in. They've got a network of a staggering 706 million members worldwide. So they've also got a service called LinkedIn Jobs that can help you match up the job opening you have with perhaps just the right candidate, someone that has the skill set that you need. You can manage your job posts and contact candidates with a single screen. Check it out, LinkedIn.com. It's all streamlined for you, so you'll find candidates that have that skill set, and you can sort through them from there. Now, it's very simple, and we've got a very special offer right now from LinkedIn Jobs. When your business is ready to make that next hire, find the right person at LinkedIn Jobs. You can pay what you want and get $50 off. That's right, the first $50 off. Visit LinkedIn.com/Tom. That's LinkedIn.com/Tom. $50 off your first job post. A lot of great people looking right now. So get some good people to help you out. Terms and conditions apply. Once again, LinkedIn.com/Tom. We're coming right back with astute analysis of history and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Thursday, the 22nd of October. And remember, for everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. BOBANDTOM, bobandtom.com. And you can always email us, same place, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. If you have a request of a song, a comedian, something you'd like to hear, or if you just want to reach out and thank us for entertaining you so well every morning, each and every morning. It's what we do, and we want to thank you as well for listening. Coming up next, what we learned on the show today. Always funny, always interesting, and always quite insightful. That's next right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Brandon Lowe homered twice. Tampa Bay pitchers combined for 15 strikeouts, 6-4 win over the Dodgers last night in Arlington, Texas in the World Series to even it at a game apiece. NBA news, Stan Van Gundy agreed to become the next coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. The Los Angeles Clippers yesterday introduced Tyronn Lue as their new head coach. NFL update, the Las Vegas Raiders sent all 5 starting offensive linemen home yesterday as part of a coronavirus contact tracing after right tackle Trent Brown placed on the reserve COVID-19 list with a positive test. And finally in sports, the Westminster Dog Show is set to take a long walk. The Westminster Kennel Club says the nation's top pooch pageant will be held outdoors at an estate about 25 miles north of Manhattan on June 12th through the 13th because of the pandemic. And Thursday night NFL action, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I was thinking about that famous lawyer Dick he's talking about, Tom, that dude that wrote the book how O.J. was guilty as hell.
Yeah, right.
Tubins.
Yep.
Tubins. He got caught rubbing one out on his Zoom call with a bunch of stuck-up media chicks.
Yep.
What were you thinking? You know, I don't even know a lot about the news business, but one thing I do know, you can't have your hog getting FaceTime on a Zoom call.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know, here in Paris and everywhere I go today, people are talking about the latest development in personal hygiene.
What is that?
The coffee enema. And for those of us who practice the alternative lifestyle, there's only one brand of coffee enema. It's called La Cage aux Fougères. Bonjour. I am Maurice Chevalier's. And when I need a good cleaning out or just need to freshen up for a date, I choose La Cage aux Fougères. And after a quick coffee break, voila! I feel spanking new. So wake up and smell the coffee. Well, do not actually smell it, P.U. Be part of the movement sweeping the continent. La Cage aux Fougères. Because when you're pooped, nothing perks you up like a coffee enema. I'd like to sing for you now. I'm a gentleman who lives in gay Paris. I like to stay as fresh as I can be, but when I need a little...
Enjoy the go. 946 and Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is very catchy. Mr. Godwin's going to have to go wash his face here in just a second so we can get a good look-see at that pencil-thin mustache.
I just washed it.
Before we...
Oh. All right, well, then we've still got some work to do.
This is what we've arrived at after washing?
Hang on.
It won't come off.
I honestly had no idea.
It won't come off.
Where was I? I've lost my place. Oh, tonight, you can see the mustache. MyNDTV 23 at 11:30. It's a show we call Bob and Tom Tonight. Once again, MyNDTV 23. You can get a gander at the whole procedure to create the pencil-thin mustache for Mr. Godwin. Keep listening. Your shot at serious cash coming up, $1,000 a throw. Yeah, it's going to be happening throughout the day. Find out all the details at Q95.com and just listen, and you could be a big winner. $1,000 a throw. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here, along with Ace, Chick, Josh. I'm Tom. That's Willie G. Patty G in the next room. Now, Pat, I was just asking you to go to go wash off.
I did.
The dye. I didn't realize that it was you've already done that.
It won't come off. The soap here and the paper towels doesn't do the trick. I'm going to go home and get it off. Hopefully.
Now, once again, you shaved it down to a pencil thin mustache.
Yeah.
You've dyed it black.
Yeah.
And I think it's still a little thick.
Right, we'll get it thinner.
Yeah, we're going to get it thinner, yeah.
Okay, we'll get it a little bit thinner.
I'll go home, get all the color off my face, then get it thin.
Oh,
well, don't do too much maintenance at home, because if you go too thin, there's no turning back.
That's true.
Okay.
I'll be careful.
All right. But, wow, that is jet black.
Yeah, and my mouth tastes horrible.
I bet.
I never sang before with dye in my mouth.
Okay. Yeah. You might want to read the box, make sure that isn't really toxic.
Josh, you did plays in high school. Did you ever have a thing where after the closing night, all your friends go get burgers after the play, and your one friend was the king, and he had to have a mustache for the play, and they couldn't wash it off all the way? I feel like right now me and Pat are at Steak and Shake. I'm waiting for the burger to come. His makeup won't come off.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a good look. Now, we have a lot of things to get to, including Today in History. We haven't explored that yet.
Time now for Today in History, and I'll tell you who's this favorite feature of.
Damn!
It's OJ's. He loves it.
Oh, thank you, Juice. Now, number one in history, 1797, André Jacques Garnerin became the first person to try a parachute, an idea that was originally conceived by Leonardo da Vinci.
Right.
I thought he played Maverick.
Who?
What's the name of the guy?
Oh, André Jacques. Oh, Garnerin. It's like
it's not James Garnerin?
No, it's not James Garnerin.
No, Chick. Leonardo da Vinci is the guy from Inception, Chick.
You know, at some point, one of you should ask me, why am I trying so hard? Maybe that would help us.
Can you imagine the courage to be the first guy to try a parachute?
Boy.
We have the audio.
Oh, yeah.
I think you would probably still scream, I would think.
Does anybody still have any parachute pants? Are those still a thing?
Oh, man, I had them as a kid.
Hey, when you guys were kids, did you have the parachute game that you played?
Loved it.
Okay, cool.
And kids still play it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the parachute?
I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, like in a preschool, they have a giant parachute, and everybody holds it, and they lift it up in the air, and then one kid will run under it and
cool.
go to the other side.
Yeah, I've seen that, of course. In 1836, inaugurated as the first elected president of the Republic of Texas, Sam Houston. There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Henry Ford became president of Ford Motor Company in 1906.
Wait a minute, he wasn't president?
His famous speech was, "Oh, you shouldn't have."
Searched the world over and decided, it's me!
We have Walt Disney World had its 1 millionth guest in 1979.
Wow.
Can you imagine how many have been there now? Great birthday, Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, man.
The
terrific.
actor,
Marty.
Christopher Lloyd. Is he still out there working?
Yes, he is.
82.
Olympians! No,
Okay. Back to the Future really holds up. It's just a great, weird fantasy movie. 1952, Jeff Goldblum turning 68.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Yes,
it is.
Jeff Goldblum.
And finally, 1990, Jonathan Lipnicki.
Oh, sure, from Jerry Maguire.
The kid from Jerry Maguire.
Do you know the human head weighs 6 pounds?
You know, that's wrong.
Is it really?
Like, that movie's been windbagged.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Time now to review what we learned on today's show.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger. Delivering the products to keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thank you, Grainger. Donnie Baker had some plumbing trouble, and he had to use the facility outside.
Yeah.
And he said that whenever he has to pee outside, he waves at the cameras because he thinks NASA is watching him. I'm not sure why it would be NASA, but who knows? Apparently they are. We learned about sports history today, and there were apparently 2 Brooklyn Dodgers. 1 football, 1 baseball. Is that correct?
A football team and a baseball team. That's right.
Okay. Let's see. I missed Willie's half birthday. was earlier this month, but then I found out my half birthday is today.
Happy birthday.
So maybe we'll have to get some cake in here tomorrow. Pat Godwin volunteered to have his pencil-thin mustache put on. It's absolutely great. We can't wait to see it in full glory tomorrow. Dick Hitzwater was sitting in for Douglas Fur. And finally, Josh is very concerned. His house is going to be cleaned by a professional today, and you're going to have to rush home and make sure everything is okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure she won't care about anything except getting paid. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.